Hello and welcome to AAA Reviews. Today I am going to be reviewing some more Toy Biz X-Men figures from 1993. This would be Series 5, or it could be Part 2 to the last series that I did, but I've started to put them into series as that is what I believe they came out like. So this would be the second half of 1993. The toy guide, my trusty toy guide that I had from years ago, no longer needed because we have other ways of price guides and finding out prices of figures, which you'll find out today. If you haven't already, please could you hit a like, please could you hit subscribe, please turn on notifications, and please share with your friends. Please let me know if you think of my new like logo and my new share logo, because we've been working on them. We're still working on the notifications and subscribe one. We've obviously got our AAA logo now, so that's all good. What have I got to tell you about this week? Well, I want to show you this example of this really good deal. Check this out. These are talking X-Men figures, and they were priced at 42 UK pounds, and that was for all 6. So it goes to show you that is insane. You can still get some really fantastic deals as you compare it to this deal, which is one Cyclops on its own with the postage included, come to £48 and 73 pence. So which is pretty much what I think these figures go for, around 50. If you haven't seen my talking action figure one yet, make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out all my other videos. Okay, so let's jump straight into this review. We've got the Sabertooth from 1995, Series 5. This is the second edition Sabertooth, completely different to the last Sabertooth. This one, you squeeze his legs together and his mouth opens, and I think this is absolutely awesome. He definitely looks like the animated counterpart, and it's just all around badass and really cool. I'll give it a spin around so you can have a look at the back. There we go. Snarl and Swipe Sabertooth, absolutely awesome. So let's get some prices for you guys, because that's what you're here for, hopefully. In the US, the average price of Sabertooth is $25. In Canada, the average price of Sabertooth is $45, and in the UK, the average price for Sabertooth is £43. Now, we've included postage, and here's why. Because postage is a cost to you. So if you're in the States, we've added $5 because that is the average price of what it would cost. It's usually between nothing and up to $10, depending on what state you're in. So we've added 5, gone straight down the middle. So there's $5 in that price added on. In Canada, it costs on average $20 postage, because a lot of these are being imported from the States. And in the UK, we've added £4.20, which is your second class signed for postage. So that has been added in as well. The cheapest we found this for in the States was $21, and the highest we found it for, and I'll put an example here, was $95. Loose prices for this in the US is anywhere between $8 and $20. In Canada, the loose price was $20, and in the UK, he was going on average for around $12.99, because I know some of you guys like to have the loose prices as well. The lowest price I could find a Sabertooth in the UK was £30 UK plus postage of £4.20, which I actually think is a pretty good deal. That's definitely in the green. Sabertooth, a really cool character, obviously a massive nemesis to Wolverine, and he has those super cool healing abilities just like the Wolverine. So I think this is a really cool fig and definitely worth picking up for your collection. Next up, we've got Ahab. This is a very evil mutant from the future who enslaves mutants and basically turns them into like hounds, if you like, telepathic hounds, it says. He is a really cool character, and I really like this one. I like the accessory, the harpoon accessory. He is very common, actually. He's very easy to pick up. We found him to be pretty low in price wise. US, you would pay $15. In Canada, $35, and in the UK he would cost £32. Now their average prices, we did find lower examples of this figure. I know I saw one for around 13 UK pounds, that's all in, so that's pretty cheap. And I know in America the lowest we found it for was $10. Interestingly enough, loose prices, the cheapest we could find him for was $10 in America, and in Canada loose he was going for around 25. I think it's because he's like $5, but then you're adding that $20 postage on. And in the UK loose, the cheapest I could find him was 12, so you're actually better off picking up him in the box at those prices. Yeah, a really cool figure, but definitely one that you can see a lot of it. There's a lot around, you'll see him all the time, and this one here, sometimes you could get it very, very cheap, definitely. Next we've got Professor X, but I'm showing you a double pack because I just thought it'd be a little bit cool. This is a Walmart exclusive, and he comes with an Ahab as well. This is a really cool fig, and you got an extra like set of cards, so basically you got about 6 cards I think it is in these double packs. That was like pretty much the difference. But yeah, really cool, and just I think it's just nice to see. I have a loose Professor X. So here he is. I'll give him a little turn around so you can have a look. This is one that Alfie plays with. This is a really cool feature. If you lift up these 2 little panels here, there is Professor X. He's got these cool little gadgets and guns inside his wheelchair. So what's Professor X worth? Well, we all know he controls minds, but how much does he control in price? So price wise, Professor X in the US would cost you $35 on average. In Canada, he comes in at $40 on average, and in the UK, he comes in at £50 on average. The lowest price we found was in the US at $25, but of course, if you're in the UK or Canada, it's going to go right up at $20 because you're going to have to import it, and it's going to be all the import taxes. The highest we found him for in the US was $95, which is a lot of money. Loose wise, he goes anywhere between $12 and $19 in the US. He goes for around 30 Canadian dollars, and in the UK he comes in at around 25 UK pounds loose. Not one you see every day really. There's not a lot of him about, and when you do see him, he tends to be one of the more expensive figures that you find. Next, it is Longshot, a slave to Mojo, the extra-dimensional tyrant. He is a really cool character, and he comes with these cool throwing knives. You may remember from the animated TV series. He was like on the TV show, they're the main hero, and then they took the X-Men there. And yeah, pretty cool character. But again, one that you see quite regular, so I'm assuming this one didn't sell well in its initial launch. Longshot in the US would cost you on average $22, in Canada $35, and in the UK £35. The cheapest I could find him in the UK in box condition was 28 UK pounds, and in America the cheapest we could find him for was $12.40, and the most expensive we could find him for in America was $42. Loose in America he comes in at $15, in Canada he comes in at $25, and in the UK I managed to find a loose example for £8. However, he never had his accessories. Next, it's definitely one of my favourite X-Men. It is Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. This is the 2nd edition. They did have one before, which I've done on a previous show, which they also did a variant for. This one is much more like his animated counterpart, and he has a little switch on the back which turns on his laser eye vision, and he comes with this little backpack. And this one, being different to the other one, you were able to replace the batteries inside, so that is really cool. This is quite a pricey Toy Biz figure now. In the US, on average, he comes in at $60. In Canada, again, he comes in at 60 Canadian dollars, and in the UK, he comes in on average at 70 UK pounds. The lowest we could find him for when we did our price searches, my good friend from X-Men Creators who helped today, and Nate, they were both instrumental in helping today. The lowest in America was $55, and the highest we found him for was around $70. Loose, he comes in at $15 in the US, $40 in Canada was the cheapest we could find him, and the cheapest in the UK I could find him for was 12 UK pounds. That's buying him domestically. Someone just had him up there for 12 quid, which isn't too bad. But like I say, in the box like this one is definitely very much sought after, being one of the main X-Men, and he is definitely starting to become more difficult to find. Next is Brood. These evil aliens, they travel around in their giant whale ship. You may remember the TV episode from the animated TV series. Let's take a look at him. He is truly gruesome. He has a button on his back, and basically it opens up his mouth. It's really cool, and he's got like a menacing snarl. Price wise, what would you pay for Brood? Well, in the US the average price was $30. In Canada the average price was $35, and in the UK the average price was 40 UK pounds. The lowest we could find him for was $17 US. So if you're in the US, that was the cheapest price, and the highest price in the US was $62. Loose, in the US he would cost you $18. In Canada he would come in at $30, and in the UK the lowest price I could find him for was 25 UK pounds. So there you are, that is all of the X-Men released in 1993. This was Series 5. Let me know, have you got them all? Are you still looking? Are you surprised by the prices today? Talking of prices, I would like to thank my good friend Nate over in Canada, who you can follow on Twitter. Just take a look in the description for the link. And also my good friend from the States, X-Men Creator, who has tons of videos. Make sure you check out the link below to his video, as these guys are really helpful. Otherwise I'd only be able to give you UK prices, but because these guys are helping me work out average prices, high prices, low prices, we're able to give you guys a really good idea of what it costs to get these figures in 2021. I also want to mention, and this is like our pro tip, instead of just looking on eBay, you sometimes need to look further afield. You need to go to people like yourself, collectors that may have what you're looking for, and that's where these guys come in. Jurassic Coast Collectibles. This is a new group where you can just share your collection, or you can buy things. I mean, they even run a car boot called Bootzilla on a Sunday, and you haven't even got to leave your front door in the rain to take a look at car boot items, and it's always collectible figures and things like that. So make sure you check them out. I'm putting a link in the description. A really good group. You find with these toy groups, they're really supportive. They'll help you find what you're looking for. So you've just upped your game just by joining this group. So as always, if you haven't already, please hit a like, please hit subscribe, please turn on notifications. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and as always, good luck searching for that toy gold.